Good morning. My name is Sterling Connolly Chu. Welcome to Second Growth Homes. Today we're at my family's Mobile Dimension circular blade sawmill here at Corner Bay, Alaska. And we're just about to mill this gorgeous second growth spruce log. That's a kind of a mid-section log, so that was actually a lot longer of a tree, probably like another 16 or maybe even more, 20 feet long. And so this log would be about out of the middle of the tree. It's got a couple knots in it, but it's really a nice size. It's going to be perfect for us today. We're milling 2x8s to fill an order for my construction company, Second Growth Homes. And these boards are the floor joists in a 20 by 30 cabin that we're building here in Juneau, Alaska. So over the next few weeks, you'll see us getting to work on the cabin. It's the foundation that we set helical peelers for in a muskeg. Now we're going back to build it. It's going to be great. So previous videos, we replaced all the belts on the mill. We checked all the alignments. We replaced all the teeth in the main blade. We sharpened everything up. We basically did everything. So last night I brought my family up, kids and my wife. We cleaned the mill deck, brought up 3 more logs. Got this one all dogged in. I already filled up the fuel. Oil's perfect. Everything looks great. Hey, today's gonna be an easy start. Everything's all set. It's really a nice way to do it. When you wake up in the morning, it's like you're ready to go. You don't have these different things to do and stress about. It's okay, go up there. When the mill's working really well and your timber is nice and you're not cutting too big of pieces, it's actually pretty relaxing. Go ahead and start it up. So, first thing you do, you check the oil, make sure nothing's touching the exhaust and everything's in place. Then you grab the mill, make sure it's locked in. That makes sure that the mill's connected to the track. It's not free to spin so that it won't spin if anything touches the blades. Here we go. It's running so good. So I'll link a few of those videos below. Seems like basically in every milling video, almost every one, we touch at least one part of the mill for repairing it. So we're going to take a band, a 2x8, out of the center of that log. So the simplest way to think about it is if we set that bottom edge of blade in the middle of the log, right where that heart is, and we came 4 inches above that and 4 inches down from that, that would be that 8-inch piece. So right now, I got the mill set at the center of that log, and we're going to come up 4.5 inches, and that'll be our first pass where we come all the way across. We're going to get a row of like 2x4s and 2x6s to come across the top. This log should have a good yield. few minutes today. Thanks for coming with me. We got a lot more milling to do. We got a bunch of logging to do, and we're gonna go out and get these trees. So if you wanna see us harvesting this timber, cutting them down and pulling them out of the woods and trucking them in our 1974 Kenworth logging truck, please click the like, subscribe buttons that are below me in the mill here. And you can come back to YouTube, search for Second Growth Homes. You can come with us that way. Thanks for watching. So this is fluid film lanolin base coating, rust coating. This is really good for like the upright cross pieces. It sticks in place for a long time and really keeps them from rusting. It's awesome. So I'll hit that with this. ATF, and we like to spray an ATF on everything now. So I'm gonna spray these on the main track rollers as the mill starts going here. You'll see that. And I actually these are the same main track rollers that I've always had. And I really want to replace them, so I'm gonna get brand new track rollers. We'll use those. Put those on here on this channel. 8 inches. So technically we don't actually need the top edge of blade to do this, but we're gonna set the top edge of blade at 8 inches anyways. If we let that top edge of blade, just make sure that it's just skimming the log a little bit. And that means that those two edge of blades are fixed at 8 and 1/8 inches. And the top one skimming the log of every single board is gonna be absolutely perfect. Really nice. Absolutely perfect color. There's the wheel you saw me crank down on the outside. When you're cutting 8 inches or bigger, you crank that down just so it has a little bit of pressure. It takes out the track bounce. It's really nice. sucks is when it sucks is when the mill gets stuck like that, and then what happens, something about that log moves a little bit and jams on my back, your belts will burn a little bit. So our new belts, you know, try to make them last as long as you can, but they're an expendable item, just order more of them. Guys, it's a gorgeous little pile of lumber out of that log. I couldn't be happier with that. I could not be happier with how the mill's running. So what I try to show in these videos is that everything that I'm showing you is something I've done like a lot, and then I try to show you that it works, at least for me. So everything we did to that mill makes it run absolutely perfect. It's just working great. Everything we did to the LT40 wood miser over there behind me was the same. Van sawmill, it's just cutting better than it ever has. So a lot of sawmill, and it's about alignment and maintenance more than some people think. It's actually a lot about logging too, you know. Keeping your saw maintained is almost as important as being able to use it, because in some ways more so, because if your saw's not sharp and you can't cut anything, or if your mill's not sharp and you can't cut anything, or saw lined up, you're really not going to make it very far as a wood cutter. So it's a lot about sawmill maintenance, chainsaw maintenance, and then just being able to be really safe while you're doing this kind of work. So that was great. I'm gonna get cleaned up, throw that other log on here, and we'll get going today. Thanks for watching.